Hey everybody, if you would like to see how I got this look, please keep on watching. Alright, so let's start with primer. The primer I'm going to use today is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. Why can't I talk? I don't know. Just keep going. So this I put on the perimeter of my face. My mirror is right here. So if you see me constantly looking over here, that's why. It's not because I'm trying to look away from you, I promise. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not used to getting ready with somebody or talking at all. So I'm going to use the Tatcha Silk Canvas on my T-zone everywhere that I didn't hit with the Hourglass. I only have a tiny bit left, so I'm so excited. I already have the, it's by L'Oreal. It's basically a dupe for this, but not a dupe, you know. It's one of those like, oh, well, we tried to reformulate it and make it a new one, but it's not really as good, but it's cheaper than this. Alright, so put that away. Okay. And I just rub it into my pores, make it look like I don't have any. Next, I'll be taking my Maybelline Matte and Poreless and Luminous Serum Tint by L'Oreal. Always shake up your foundation because some of the pigment could be not correct, and that would be a terrible way to go. So I put about this much. It's a lot, but since it's matte, I kind of just love the luminosity of it. Okay, maybe a little much there. Scoop up a little back in there. Yeah, that's way too much. It's okay. Here, let me try and scoop up some more and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that amount. I tried to get as much as possible. You know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do and go for it. I am going to be putting this all over my face with my BH Cosmetics 141 brush. Put it all down my face and my neck and my chest, anything that's visible. I'm trying to get it all the same color, you know, because when you walk around and your face is darker than your neck, it's kind of awkward. Alright. So I had to wet my sponge, and now I'm going to dab that all in. Today is the first day of February. I am so excited. Okay, so I had to wet my sponge, and now I'm going to dab that all in. Today is the first day of February. I am so excited because that means I finally get to do my 28 days of pink, red, and purple, which I'm so excited for because I have been thinking about the 28 days since, let's see, Emily Noel did her 31 days of glitter, and I was like, oh, I want to do something like that, but for January. And I didn't start my YouTube channel yet, so that was my mistake, but I was like, okay, February, I'm going to start it, and that was my motivation. So it's kind of nice that this challenge has made me go, oh, I need to get started on this. I need to do this. Because when you are thinking about joining YouTube, so when you're thinking about joining YouTube, it's almost like, for me, I got super nervous. I didn't necessarily want to put myself out there. I enjoy constructive criticism so much, but I understand that I am so sorry. I never get notifications, but of course when I'm filming, I get every single freaking one. No. Okay. Alright. Where was I? Right. I was nervous to put myself out here because, like I said, I enjoy constructive criticism when it's well thought out and will help me in the future. Let's say there's absolutely no reason for me to change something and you need it to be changed. Aw, my dog. She's having a bad dream. I gotta go help her. I'll be right back. So sorry about that. I have a Great Dane who is about 2 years old, and she's just my baby. I have two dogs. I'll try and insert a photo if I can. My oldest is a mutt. We think she's part Weimaraner and part Lab. She is my darker baby, and her name is Momo. And my bigger Great Dane is named Cece after Cookies and Cream because that's her coloring. I hope I get to put a picture up here so you can see her because she's so dang cute and also annoying. So if you hear a puppy just start crying, you know why. That's her. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm using my cream contour. Guys, I don't know what the shade is. I got it. You remember when Tarte, again, I will hopefully put up a picture, but you remember when Tarte sold a 6-pan, I think it was like contour and bronzing mix. I got that, and I only have 2 shades left. I can't think to save my life today, guys. I am so sorry. I have a test today in microeconomics, so I am a little scatterbrained. I've been studying for about 2 weeks, so I should be fine. Should be. Let's see how it goes. But, yeah, microeconomics is hard, but at the same time easy. Does that make sense? Like, if you know what to look for, it's easy. But if you have no idea, you're just, it feels like you're a chicken with your head cut off, just running around, you know? Not knowing what to do, where to be. Alright, so I'm going to blend this out. I'm going to now prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is not in my project pan, and neither is my cream contour, even though I've already hit pan on it. This isn't because I'm not necessarily trying to get rid of it. I did that to my last one, and I felt like I used just way too much, way too extra. I didn't need to. Okay, I don't know if you guys watch Georgia Harris, I think is her name. I love her. She has peaches all over the place and she's just funny. But I've been watching her depot her Pat McGrath shadows, and it inspired me to depot my own things, and I figured out a lot about myself. the first thing, I like warm tone eyeshadows, if you can tell. These up here, these bigger pots, are all my coastal scents. These, I think 12 down here. Yeah, these 12 are from the Yes Please palette. And then these 8 are from the Bretman Rock X Color Pop collection in the, I think it was the lit one? Yeah, because the other one's wet and this one's lit. I love Bretman Rock, so I was like, hell yeah, I would support him. Even though I already knew I had the Yes Please palette, I was like, yes, please. Bad joke, I'm sorry. I have puns for days, so, alright. I think the first color that I'm going to dip into, since I'm doing a more smoky eye, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and use another item from my project pan, which is my Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm going to set my lid with that. Sorry, my brushes are right behind the camera, so it looks so funny. Okay. So I'm just going to pat that over the lid. Okay. Is anybody else participating in a project pan? I would really like to know, because I love project pans. I love project pans, declutters, collection videos. Okay, I love project pans because a lot of people have different insights as to how to use different products. I used my Coty Airspun as a dry shampoo, and I learned that from Kelly Gooch, so I was so excited about that. Let's see. I know quite a few YouTubers use their blush as an extra transition shade, or just a shade to go on their lid, which I thought is awesome if you want to do a more monochromatic look. I learned so many tips from him, and I just would love to hear if you guys are doing that. I would love to see it. Let's see, that was panning. Declutters. For me, decluttering feels so freeing, but I don't want to declutter because I want to use the products that I have as much as I can before I get rid of them or give them away to my friends or something else. You know, like if I have 2 of the same shades, I'm obviously going to give one to my friend because I'm not going to use that both of those shades. I would rather have somebody get opportunity as well as me to use them. So there's that. And then what were the other ones? Ooh, collection videos. I have seen some people's collection videos, and they have maybe like 12 foundations, 8 concealers, 13 powders, and I'm like, that is crazy to me, because I'm sitting here like, I have maybe, which I feel is a lot. I have 6 foundations, and I have 2 concealers, which 2 concealers isn't that bad, but 6 foundations is a lot for me. So anyway, I love those type of videos. So if you have any suggestions or you're doing those videos, please let me know in the comments below, and I would love to check them out. I would be really excited. Okay, spiel over, I promise. Maybe. I wanted to kind of match my shirt a little bit, so I'm trying to find, I want to either dip into that one. Let me see. Maybe I might mix this one and this one, just to get it more around this color and see what we come up with. So this color is Tangelo Tint. What? Yeah, Tangelo Tint from Coastal Scents. Tap that off and then put it in my crease. Ooh, pigmented. Oh, cool. I've heard various opinions on Coastal Scents. I know for a fact a lot of shadows are hit and miss. So, sorry. I film in my living room at the back end of it, so if you hear my dog, she's sleeping. She's having a good dream. Well, at least Momo is, so Cece was not having a good dream. She was crying. She cries like a little baby. Because she is my baby. She's so little. Oh gosh, no, she's not little, but she thinks she's little. She likes to sit on people's laps. She likes to lay on us every chance she gets. She's so funny. So I blended out that, ooh, excuse me, those two shades. And now I'm going to take goodness. Some of these BH Cosmetics, this brush is great, but it has the little bristles just fall out, and it's so sad. But this isn't a BH Cosmetics. The pink threw me off. It's a Luxie 229 tapered blending. I actually like this brush too. I can't believe I thought it was BH Cosmetics. Well, BH Cosmetics, they're cheap stuff, so I would expect a little just bristles falling out, but I hear Luxie is expensive, so I only get brushes from Luxie in my BoxyCharm. I don't actually go out and buy them because, like I said, they're so expensive. The brushes I do buy are from places like Essence and BH Cosmetics and just Coastal Scents. I have some of their brushes. I got for 50% off around Black Friday, so I use cheap stuff, so I kind of expect a little bit of this, a little bit of stuff falling out, but not Luxie. Not stuff we get in BoxyCharm. All of BoxyCharm stuff is good, right? Sarcasm. It works wonders. Yes. I think this year I'm going to start not only unboxing my BoxyCharm on camera, but also I think I'm going to take a toll on, not a toll, but write down what products worked for me, what products didn't work for me, and then tally up at the end of the year whether it's worth it or not. I think that would be interesting. I am a Boxy Lux, I receive Boxy Lux. That's the per quarter makeup products, or per quarter it's an extra $30, something extra a month. So I really want to know if it's worth it, because if it's not worth it at the end of the year, then I'm what's the point of me to keep going, But my problem is I have high standards, but I oftentimes am like, oh, well, maybe they'll change, maybe they'll do something different, and oftentimes they don't. They're not much better than they were the month before, and I understand that everybody is different, but I want to do it from my point of view and what I like, I think that would be really fun. Because at the end of the year, if I can save myself all that money that I just, would spend next year, heck yeah, why wouldn't I? Alright, so I think the next color that I will be dipping into is this shade right here. It is called Bright Tangerine. It's a little darker than the initial one we used, so I'm going to put that just in my crease, but lower than the first transition color. I just want it to build. I'm going to just softly swipe that in. I'm using a BH Cosmetics number 7 brush, one I was just using now. It's very thin and, yeah, pretty flimsy, but I love it. I love it. So like I said, I'm just taking that color into my crease. If I didn't mention before, that Bright Tangerine color is from Coastal Scents. Alright, so I'm gonna go into the Yes Please palette and go into this red shade. I'll put the name on the screen. I didn't write it down, I'm sorry. And then I'm also gonna go into this red shade right here and just mix the two and put it on my lid. To do that, I'm going to be using this flat shader brush, again from BoxyCharm, that we got from Grwm. I'm gonna dip into that shade in the Yes Please palette and take this all over the lid. Alright, so now I'm going into the Bretman Rock color. I'm sorry, I can't talk to this at the same time. I was dipping into the Bretman Rock color, and that's what I am now putting on my lid. Okay, so I just put a second layer over my acne, and then I have like this red dot on my nose. It will not go away. I've had it for almost a year and a half now, and I was like, oh, I thought it was a pimple. Not a pimple. Just a red spot that just wants to keep chilling there. So, you know, it's gotta come hang out and be my friend. So, you know, that unwanted friend. Like their annoying cousin. I'm lucky because I don't have any annoying cousins, but I know there's plenty of people that do. Okay, so my next, I want to put this lip injection, Too Faced lip injection on. Crap, did I take a picture of this before I started using it? I don't think so. Oh well. Oh well. Alright. So what I'm going to do while I let that sit in, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to put it on mascara, which is not in my project pan as well. Yeah, I mean, that would be like a guaranteed pan, yes, because, you know, you're supposed to throw it away, but I feel like that's kind of cheating. And that's okay if you did, but for me, I'm like, nah, I actually want to get, like, rid of stuff, but instead of getting rid of it, I want to use it. You know what I mean? Okay, top lashes are done. I realized I haven't done my eyebrows yet. Again, neither of these are in my project pan, even though they probably should be. I take the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade number 6. This is the bigger one, this is the smaller one. Or shall I say thinner, excuse me, thinner tip one. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. Hey. 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 Alright, so I'm blending that in. I mainly only use this in the back part. because it's so much darker. This is a shade 4, by the way. And I use it to draw on individual brow hairs like this. Oh no, that one's not dark enough. Hold on. Do you ever think you're done and then start putting stuff away and you're like, oh wait, no, I missed something. That's how I felt right now. Okay, so this is the shade number 4, and this one is the thinner. I don't know if you can see, that one's thin. And I just make individual hair strokes in the front. Clean up whatever you have to. I like to clean it up, and then I also go through with the spoolie at the end and just go through to almost make it even more natural looking. I don't know if it's like that for you, but for me, when I just do that at the end, they just look so much more natural to me. Alright, finally something that is in my project pan. I'm going to be taking the butter bronzer in the shade bronzer. I found that out the other day. I was like, oh, what a nice shade name. It's just bronzer. Okay, and then this is a Firma 102 brush. Boxy Charmer Itsy. Sorry guys, I'm really cheap with brushes. But I like a lot of brushes that come in, so might as well use them, right? I'm gonna bronze up my chest a little bit. Bronze down my neck. Do you guys ever put your makeup on and like want to sing that Beyonce song, like I'm feeling myself? That's how I feel all the time. As bad as that sounds, it's true. I don't know about you guys and why you put your makeup on, but I put it on to feel just good, you know? I just feel so, not so fresh, but I don't know. It just makes me feel so good when I put on makeup, and it makes me happy, so hey, might as well do it. I don't normally talk when I do this, so okay, so I'm gonna take this My Little Pony X Color Pop, and I use it for my nose contour because I'm a cheater and I can. And I just do it too. I just contour the ends of my nose because that's where it kind of bulges out a little bit. So for me, just doing the end like that and then doing that right there, done. Maybe I'll bring it all the way up, depending on the day. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Like I said, it depends on the day and how I feel. And I'll put it below my lip. I'm sorry, guys. I live in an apartment, and I've been here almost 2 years, and the dogs around here know my dogs, and I'm not kidding you. They will walk past our apartment and bark really loudly just to get these guys' attention, to have them bark at them. Like, hey, it's so funny. It reminds me of the movie Secret Life of Pets, you know? How they're all talking to each other. It's so sad, but it's true. Do I want to add the red or the orange, though? I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, both of them kind of look the same, right? So I'm going to dip into the Yes Please red shade again. Hopefully. I'll leave it on the screen. I'm going to use the ColourPop X Bretman Rock blush in the shade, ooh, she's blushing. I just wiped off the lip injection from Too Faced. Am I the only one that wants to say toothpaste when they hear Too Faced? Okay guys, I had to quickly take my dogs outside to use the bathroom. I have to leave here in about 10 minutes to go take my test. Really quickly, I sprayed myself with the NYX Matte Finish. I had this in a project pan. I put in the inner corners my Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop in the shade Frog, which I think might be a little too much, but that's okay because I gotta go. And then I highlighted again with something from my project pan, Champagne Pop from Becca. I'm out. Have a good day, guys, wherever you are. Please like and subscribe. Turn that notification bell on so you are notified every time I upload a video. More are coming, and I'm so excited to have you come along.